So Donald Trump and this administration have been trying to categorize this as a Democratic shutdown, and that they are trying to say it's the Democrats who don't want to feed people. Well, that would make a lot of sense, except for the fact that the facts do not fit that story. You have this administration refusing to release the emergency SNAP funds. You have them saying things like, we don't have the authority to use the emergency SNAP money, that they can't do it, that they're only going to release a partial payment despite being told by judges to release a full, etc. And then you have what the administration did today. Now, yesterday, they were given a direct order by a judge to release full SNAP funding today. And then they turned around and they appealed that decision to the First Circuit Court of Appeals. And the First Circuit Court of Appeals did not immediately give them a response. So they turned around and they appealed to the Supreme Court to try to get a restraining order or some kind of prevention to pay out those SNAP funds. Now, the USDA is saying that they will release the money, but when? They were supposed to have it released today. So are they going to have it released by Monday, or what's going on here? Now, some states do have the money in their state coffers to be able to afford to fully fund SNAP here in the short term. I'm hearing mostly blue states that have, typically running on a budget surplus. But this administration is doing everything it can to not pay out SNAP money and not to dip into that emergency fund. And it makes you wonder is if the money is even there. Now, I know that kind of sounds like a conspiracy theory, but what other reason would there be besides the money being gone? That and the fact that they don't seem to want to help make sure people can afford to eat. They have spun this narrative for so long that it's only lazy people and it's only people who don't work hard enough that get assistance or whatever. They don't realize how many people do have jobs and still can't afford to even get food, that they need this food assistance. But they are trying everything they can to avoid paying out this SNAP payment. They've appealed. They've lied about what's there. It makes you wonder what's really going on and whether or not we are actually going to see any payment here. Now, the ultimate solution would be for them to come up with some kind of a funding deal, fund the government, and restore funding fully to the SNAP program. And that would solve all this problem. Problem is Republicans aren't negotiating. I'm going to talk about that in another video. So you have this administration appealing, trying to avoid paying out SNAP benefits. Sure, they want people to eat.